All right. Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Coming at you with some sad news today. Haven't been on here pretty much all week. I've just been a little under the weather. So my apologies for that. The MLW review hopefully will be up later tonight. No promises. But right now, we're going to talk about the greatest man on God's green earth, wrestling legend, icon, Hall of Famer, Harley Race has passed away. I believe I saw 76. I'd have to double check. Let's quick go to ringsidenews.com. Yeah, 76 years old. Recently hospitalized because he was battling lung cancer, and he showed some signs that he needed to be checked into the hospital. An absolutely tremendous loss to the wrestling world. Had his own little independent school and company going on. Legendary NWA champion, 8-time champ, held the championship, I believe I saw in that little High Spots tribute for 10 years. Crazy. They called him the glue that kept wrestling together at that time. Not to do any corny plugs, but I'm going to be watching this later. I started watching it and I never watched it all the way through. The powerslam.tv, you guys can get a free preview. And I'm not saying this because I get any kickbacks or nothing. I'm letting you guys know because there's a great tribute on there. Some of the High Spots documentaries on there. They have Harley Race, the greatest wrestler on God's green earth. I started watching it, didn't finish it. They also got some other great documentaries on there, like Bruiser Brody, history of hardcore, talks about ECW, stuff like that, among other documentaries, Rock and Roll Express, Jim Crockett Promotions, a lot of nice classic stuff on there. Just wanted to quick let you guys know. So the news broke. What's interesting is AEW actually broke the news. Said AEW is saddened to learn that Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer Harley Race has passed away. Our thoughts are with his family, friends, and fans at this difficult time. It was just real simple. And then a post from Harley Race's social media said, today at 12:50, we lost a man that fought up until the very last of his existence. More information will be released soon, but just know that he loved pro wrestling and the fans that loved him. Harley Race, we love you. Dustin Rhodes put rest in peace to one of the greatest performers there ever was. He was a friend. You will be missed. Rest in peace, Harley Race. NWA recently featured him with the champ, Nick Aldis. And I'm sure tributes will be pouring in all day on social media and throughout the rest of the week. I got to say, I haven't seen a lot of his classic stuff other than clips. I know the footage is out there. You just got to go watch it. My introduction, a bit of a more comical one to him. Some people try to take over the show. Lovely. Yeah. Thanks, X. Yeah. Um, Unreal. Um, all right. So takes care of that. Um, yeah. My introduction to Harley Race goes back to, I'd say, close to the rock and roll era in a sense. Subcritical Sting. He was King Harley Race when he won the King of the Ring back then. It was it was a lot more prestigious back then. It hasn't been around for a while, and it hasn't been done well for several years. But when it was done back then, it was really, I feel like they put it right up there almost with the championship, the way they revered him, and whoever was King of the Ring at the time. I don't remember all of them. I think Bret the Hitman Hart was once. Haku, I think, King Haku, and they had a nice little rivalry for a while. But he was, back when I was watching as a kid, he was part of the Heenan family. Bobby Heenan always came out with him. And yeah, that's one of my first outstanding memories, was because Haku and Harley were part of the Heenan family, and they had a nice rivalry. I don't remember who won that rivalry. I'd have to go back. I watched something. Was it from a WrestleMania? It was from some big event that happened. And I don't remember who won that war. But man, but you want to talk about two of the toughest guys to duke it out, Haku and Harley. Holy cow. You think about it for a second. I mean, Haku is revered as one of the biggest badasses in wrestling. He's not talked about a lot, but when he's brought up, he's tough. And Harley, the same, if not more, considering how long he held the championships wherever he was at, namely the NWA World. That was considered the World Championship, the NWA World Championship. That was the place to see these guys. And then me taking a step away from wrestling in the early 90s, he went on to manage guys like Vader and such. So there's a chunk of stuff that he did in the industry that I've missed, but I wanted to at least come on here and talk about what I do remember of him, was his King Harley Race in the WWF way back in I believe it was the mid to late 80s, I believe. And so yeah, go on Power Slam TV, check out that documentary. Great stuff. And by all means, I know a lot of my viewers on here are younger or significantly younger than me. But if you got any memories of Harley, or you watched something that stuck with you, by all means, leave it in the comments below and share your thoughts of Harley Race. So rest in peace, Harley. You will be greatly missed. I hope his legacy will go on forever. He will always be talked about as one of the greatest of all time and one of the toughest sons of bitches to fight in a squared circle. It'll be interesting to see what happens with his wrestling school. I hope it continues. So that's it for this one. Just wanted to come on here for a bit, talk about Harley, and we'll hopefully see you guys later tonight for some MLW. No promises though. I've been feeling pretty beat up this week. So, but nonetheless, have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you guys down the road real soon. Take care.